So recently Tyrese made a comment on his Instagram stating he wishes he was born Latino. And of course, the forever bitchin' Americans, FBA Americans started crying. I don't think there's any other community out here that deflects or copes as hard as the black community. Because when you see the reactions and the comments, it's just hilarious. These people clearly have something against themselves, as one is the Latino community. Because when you listen to what he says, he's actually right. He's right about what he says about Latinos and, the family structure, the worth ethic, all that. But of course, there's a problem because he's a celebrity. And all these pro-black, Afrocentric plages and, figures like Dr. Umar, they want to uphold an image of the black community that isn't real. That's fabricated, that's a myth, that's a lie. And rather than accepting criticism or accepting truth, they're gonna deflect and pretend like what he's saying isn't true and that he's anti-black and all this other bullshit. Let's just address the responses, however.
Tyrese says he wishes it was Latino. Oh my God. Yo, it's always some extra crunchy black nigga always like having all type of problems with his skin color nigga. Like first they go from black is beautiful, then.
Now I find this interesting for many reasons. It's because whenever I hear a discussion about Latinos and black Americans, when I involve themselves somehow, they always bring up that Latino isn't a race and that black Latinos exist. Which is true, but for some reason, they're taking Tyrese's comment out of context and misdirecting it into him wanting to be another race. But yet, whenever they want to involve themselves in the Latino topic and mention black Latinos, they have no problem admitting that Latino is not a race. So I don't see the issue here. Why are these people, these individuals, making it a race problem when when he's talking about ethnicity? It doesn't make sense. Black Americans are the same ones that will sit up here and call everyone else confused about race, ethnicity, and nationality, when in truth the ones that are the most confused are them. It's black Americans that are confused on these concepts, because here they are conflating ethnicity with race. They turned a comment about ethnicity and made it a racial topic, a racial conflict. Something the black community has a very bad habit of doing with everything. But when Tyrese said he wishes he was born Latino, he didn't say what kind of Latino he wishes he was born. He didn't mention the race. He just said he wishes he was born Latino, meaning he wishes he was ethnically Latino. Not a white Latino, not mestizo, not black. Just wishes that he was born Latino. He never mentioned the race of Latino that he wished he were. All these responses from the black community crying about his comment, it's all gaslighting. It's all gaslighting and deflection and coping and really a show of insecurities on their part. But let's continue.
Tell me you're not proud to be black without telling me you're not proud to be black. Tyrese, I'm talking about you. He said, sometimes I wish I was born Latino. I mean, the Latin community is grounded in family loyalty, entrepreneurs, businessman, woman, literally represents the dream, the grind, hustle, doing whatever it takes to stick together against all odds. Not Tyrese. Now, Tyrese got some truth to what he's saying, right? But what you're not gonna do is disrespect black people in Black History Month. He got some motherfucking audacity. Now, let me explain what he's telling the truth about. It's true that the Latin community, they stick together and they come in 15, 20 deep, ride together. That's very true. That's not a lie. I'm not gonna just take a shot at your own race.
Once again, he did not mention race. He mentioned ethnicity. Ethnicity. He didn't mention what kind of race of Latino he wishes he were. Why is this such a hard concept? It's almost as if black Americans only recall Latino not being a race when it's convenient for them. But I don't know, that's just me. Because when Black Americans want to involve themselves in a Latino topic, oh yeah, they remember that Latino is not a race. But whenever a Black American states that he wishes he was born Latino or praise the Latinos, oh, now of a sudden they're treating it like a race. Where is the consistency? And this is one of those many contradictions that you'll find in the Black community, especially online.
It's Black History Month. You know what that means, right? Black celebrities about to make a fool of themselves and embarrass us all in the process. My name is Brother Legend, and I'm here to raise your consciousness. Tyrese decided he was going to wake up on the second day of Black History Month and let us know that he wishes he wasn't black.
Wow, another one who gets it wrong. He was referring to ethnicity, not race. I'll say it as many times as I have to, because unfortunately, Black Americans are the same ones who will gaslight Latinos and say that they don't understand ethnicity and race, and that they don't understand that Latino is not a race. But in fact, it's Black Americans who struggle with these concepts. Many of them do not understand the difference between ethnicity and race. The only implications you could get from Tyrese's comment is that he wishes he was part of another culture, of another ethnicity. That is the only correct assumption from this comment.
He wants to be Latino because he thinks that the Latin community is grounded in family, loyal entrepreneurs, businessmen, and women are really representing the dream. I think somebody needs to tell Tyrese there are Black Latino people.
I think you need to tell yourself that because you wouldn't have made this video if you already know this. And you would know that he was referring to ethnicity and not race. Like, how do you go from this?
Tyrese decided he was going to wake up on the second day of Black History Month and let us know that he wishes he wasn't black.
To then say this and contradict your assessment of his comment.
I think somebody needs to tell Tyrese there are Black Latino.
I think somebody needs to tell Tyrese there are Black Latino people. Yes, and somehow Black Americans forget this when it's not in their convenience. They forget that Latino isn't a race when it's not convenient for them. Either that or they just don't understand the difference between race and ethnicity. And honestly, I don't even think you do. Tyrese's comment wouldn't have garnered the backlash that it did if Black Americans actually understood this. You could even see the cognitive dissonance to these videos in the comments, as the same people who are saying that Latino is not a race are the same ones attacking Tyrese over an ethnic comment and not a racial one. The Black community is trying their hardest to deflect from the criticisms presented by Tyrese. But all this really does is highlight the insecurities in the Black community. The Black community who is one, very xenophobic, against Latinos, and expresses a lot of disdain and resentment towards Latinos. We see it all the time with the plethora of content online. Passion Latinos. We see it with our vendors being attacked. We see it all the time. And the fact that a celebrity, a Black celebrity, is praising Latino culture and the Latino ethnicity, they have a problem with that. One simply has to read between the lines to see what the real issue is. And if you think I'm lying about the Black community's issue with the Latino community, just go read some of the comments to some of these videos. Or go look at some of the video responses themselves. They're very telling. But honestly, I'm just here to say that this backlash does not make sense whatsoever, and it's just a big defense mechanism in the Black community, where many Black Americans are insecure about other cultures and other ethnicities. And they have an issue with celebrities, Black celebrities, saying that they wish they were part of those other cultures, because of whatever inferiority complex that they have going on. Anyway, possible part 2 coming.